Hey, I am KB with Nerdophiles. How are you guys doing?
Good. I like
Good.
your background, KB.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm kind of blocking y'all, so my bad.
That's okay. We knew what it was.
So I will start with you, Darren. So Paxton has such a journey this season, which I really love. And so, through kind of an unexpected injury, it kind of makes him realize that he wants a little bit more out of life and he wants to go to college, but he's got to do a lot more work academically. So talk a little bit about Paxton's growth this season and really how excited you were to see not only more about kind of his personal aspirations, but we also got to learn a lot more about his family. We got to see him kind of go through a circle of forgiveness. So, talk a little bit about the excitement of having this for Paxton this season.
It's been an absolute joy because I was eager to show more of a heart to Paxton, and they've really allowed me to do it this season. And also, I wanted to see the roles reversed. And I think they have been a little bit in terms of the dynamic with him and Davey. And he is very much having to try a lot harder this season. He's faced with challenges, some of the biggest he's ever faced. Things aren't coming that easily. He's diving into his culture. You're learning about his home life. He has a lot of growth this season. And I think every character this season is facing this level of uncomfortability that just forces growth. And it's been such a joy to watch and to do.
Oh my goodness, you're absolutely right. Every single character, and Jaren, Ben is no different because as soon as we kick things off, it's right where we left off, pretty much still with Davy in this kind of love triangle in the midst of it all. So when Ben realizes this love triangle, he removes himself and he chooses himself quite quickly, knowing that he deserves better. But it's complicated because obviously he still has feelings for Davy. And also, they had really, really bonded and developed a really solid friendship over the course of season one. So, what do you think that by kind of walking away from this entire situation, that Ben teaches Davy? And how does this heartbreak from someone, again, that he considered a friend, kind of shape the rest of Ben's decisions this season?
Well, I think I'd start with the kind of shaping Ben. I think that for him, it's a defense mechanism. I think that throughout his entire life, he's felt like he wasn't seen and isn't important and not good enough. And then when you have Davy who chooses to follow Paxton, we see Ben. He says to Davy, like, this really affected me, and I'm hurt by what you did, and I'm proud of the fact that Ben was able to do that. And I think that it teaches Davy a lot. I know that she is keenly aware that her actions affect others, but I don't think that she necessarily understood the gravity of that situation until Ben described it to her and said, "You really hurt me, and we cannot be friends because of this. Our friendship that we had built, that doesn't matter anymore because of what you had chosen to do." Now, that was said a bit out of anger and again out of kind of that projection, but I do think that it made Davy stop and say, "Okay." And she also goes through hurting some other characters this season and has to kind of say, wow, okay, I need to think a little bit more about what I'm doing. And I think that that's an important lesson, that your actions affect other people, even when you don't think so, maybe in your mind. That's something that I've learned a lot. You've got to think about what you're saying and the reasons why you're saying it. And I think that's a great lesson that our show teaches.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I love both of your characters. I also just think like the physical comedy in this show, the jokes, like everything, it's so relatable. So it's great to see kind of these different dynamics and new sides of your characters. And I personally need a season three like tomorrow. So I definitely am on board and hope it happens for you guys. But just thank you so much for chatting for Nerdophiles. I can't wait for everyone to see it tomorrow.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
Too.
Bye.